If I would have told y'all at the beginning of the year that the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles would be playing in the conference championship game, you would have called me crazy. Y'all called me crazy when I told y'all they were going to win 10 plus games and be in the wild card and win the second spot in the division over the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all called me crazy. Yeah, here we are. Conference championship weekend. We're going to talk about the divisional playoff games, then we're going to go into the conference championship, make our predictions, and then see who we have in the Super Bowl. And if you've been watching the videos, I've told y'all since before the season what the Super Bowl was going to be, and it's looking like it is on a crash course on its way to that. First off, we start with the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. By the way, reigning defending, just want to throw that out there back to back. Y'all really thought the Texans had a chance in this game, and the Chiefs came out and showed you why they're the number one seed and why they're the best team in the league, why they're reigning, defending back-to-back champions. The defense is ridiculous. I feel like every D lineman had a sack. I can't remember if Chris Jones had one, but I remember Karlaftis had one. I remember Charles Omenihu had one, and they were just on a absolute tangent against C.J. Stroud. Joe Mixon really couldn't get it. He got some stuff here and there, but the defense was on lock all day. And Patrick Mahomes went out there. He did Patrick Mahomes things. Travis Kelce, welcome back, brother. Y'all all said he was old. There was one run, I'm not going to lie, when Kelce broke the tackle, took it like 40 more yards. A little younger Kelce might have scored that. He was looking a little slow. He was moving a little slow motion on that play. Nonetheless, they got down there. They got the touchdown. They didn't get a touchdown on the first drive. They started a little slow. You could definitely see the 25-day fatigue, I think, was kind of getting to them, but they nonetheless started rolling, came out with a dub against the Houston Texans. Texans fans. Next, we have the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills, and the narrative will forever be, why can Lamar Jackson not get it done in the postseason? He had 2 turnovers early in the game, and at the end of the game, Mark Andrews with a massive, massive fumble on a drive they desperately needed, and then the dropped 2-point conversion. Man, was that absolute sick work. Hit him in the hands. Should have caught it. I get it snowing. I get it. Y'all are a cold weather team. There should be no excuse there. There should have been overtime that game. Who wins in overtime? Guess we'll never find out. Josh Allen. If Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts put up about the same stats, and going into this week, it's why can Jalen Hurts never show up in the biggest moments, and we're praising Josh Allen. Josh Allen had a good game. The defense had a better game. Shout out the defense. I've been talking about them all year. They're more mid-tier. They kind of took all their starters and dropped them at the beginning of the year, yet here they are, showing up, showing out, locking up, locking down, getting turnovers. The Buffalo Bills defense stepped up in a massive way against the Baltimore Ravens, and you just love to see it. James Cook was out there hooping too. The team is meshing well, and that's going to be very worrisome for the Chiefs going into the conference championship. Next, we have the little baby Detroit Lions. Now, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I really do like Dan Campbell. I like the Lions as a whole. I just love trolling the fan base. It's hilarious. Washington Commanders. I said before the week, why not? And everyone was like, oh, they have the 30th ranked run defense. Y'all always want to talk about the negatives. Y'all don't want to talk about that top 5 pass defense. Y'all don't want to talk about that quarterback who does not get folded by pressure. Y'all didn't want to talk about the depth on the run game. Austin Eckler adding some amazing depth. Zach Ertz, he's too old. This, that, he's slowed down. When I tell y'all, nothing makes up for I've been here and I've done this. When I say playoff experience is a massive thing in the playoffs, and Super Bowl experience is a massive thing in the playoffs. That's been my whole thing this playoffs is I'm taking the team that has the experience, that has been there, done that. And when I tell you Washington has been there and has done that, head coach, been in 3 Super Bowls, offensive coordinator, playoff wins. I believe, chat, let me know, does Cliff Kingsbury have playoff wins? Quarterback guru, nonetheless. Austin Eckler, been there, done that. Zach Ertz, Super Bowl champion, playoff winner tight end. You just got Bobby Wagner, Super Bowl winner, playoff champion, been there, done that. And they put it all together against the Detroit Lions, and they went out there and they put, 45 on them? 45 on that defense. I've said all year. The Lions defense is playing good. They're beat up. They're banged up. In playoffs, you cannot allow, and I said this when the Bills did it, in playoffs, you cannot allow 40-plus points and expect to win a game. Allowed 40-plus points. Offense couldn't get it done. Jared Goff went out there, absolutely folded, like I said he would do all year in the biggest games. 3 picks, I think 2 fumbles. Wasn't looking good. Was not looking good. And that's what happens when you hit their run game in the mouth, when you lock up their pass, and you make Jared Goff make tight throws in windows he doesn't normally do it in. They're going to lose the game. Next, we have the LA Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Game a little bit closer than I thought it should have been. I do not disrespect the Rams whatsoever. They're an absolute insane team. The offense is crazy. When the defense is on, it's on. I just didn't think it was on against the Philadelphia Eagles. Saquon Barkley might own the LA Rams. Saquon Barkley might own the LA Rams. You can pull up a highlight reel of him just running on that team, and it's diabolical. Eagles come out with a win, but at what cost? Jalen Hurts came into the second half with a brace on his knee, less mobile, not throwing as much, and they have a very tough task next week with the Washington Commanders. Speaking of the conference championship games, we have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. This game earlier in the year, the Bills came out on top, but we know that little narrative is Josh Allen going to end the narrative here. Patrick Mahomes is Josh Allen's daddy. And when I tell you, I gotta rock, and I've said it over and over again, I gotta rock with the experience. Give me Patrick Mahomes. Give me Travis Kelce. Give me this full team of Super Bowl winners, Super Bowl winning head coach. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs, and here's why. When they played the Bills, the defense was on a slump. I'd say a 2 to 3 game slump. They weren't playing as great. Guys were beat up. Guys were hurt. They're healthy now. The defense is out there hooping. I think this KC defense can slow down and stop Josh Allen. And I've said it all year. At some point, Josh Allen's pass game is going to fall apart. It's going to fall apart. He kind of makes it work. Rookie wide receiver, Keon Coleman. Amari Cooper really not doing anything crazy in the playoffs or in the regular season. I think the Kansas City Chiefs do come out on top. They got the run game. They got the pass game. They got Patrick Mahomes. They got Travis Kelce, and the defense is absolutely hooping. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs appearing in the Super Bowl. Next, this one was a super tough one for me, but I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to stick to what I have said since the preseason. I'm going Philadelphia Eagles over Washington. I'm going with the been here, done that. But like I said, a lot of Washington has been here and done that. They're just a little bit older. If Jalen Hurts comes in this game super banged up, if he comes out with that knee brace, I'm going to be a little concerned for this team, because if you take away Jalen Hurts' running ability, this game could go left quick. But I think the Philadelphia Eagles have the better defense. I think they have the better offense. I mean, it's hard to say better offense when the Commanders are rolling like this. I think the Commanders could definitely come out here and pull up an upset. Could y'all imagine a scenario where we get a Bills Commanders Super Bowl? And I think the Commanders win. I think the Commanders win that scenario. But in this scenario, we're going with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. We are all roads lead to the Super Bowl. 18 weeks of NFL football, the wild card round, the divisional playoffs, the conference championship lead to 2 teams left going head to head for the Lombardi Trophy. Will it be the reigning, defending, back-to-back Kansas City Chiefs looking to make history with the first three-peat in NFL history, if you don't count the NFL championships? Or will it be the Philadelphia Eagles finally getting back to the Super Bowl and getting to dub Jalen Hurts and the boys? Personally, my prediction, I think we are going to see the Kansas City three-peat, cementing the Chiefs as one of the best organizations of all time. Andy Reid is the best head coach of all time. And last but not least, Patrick Ricard Mahomes as the best quarterback to ever grace the field and touch the turf. These are my Super Bowl predictions. What I need y'all to do down in the comments. After you like and subscribe, let me know who you think is going to the Super Bowl and who you think is going to win the Super Bowl, and I will catch y'all next time.